to the Steve with Mouse Secrets. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking again about a possible fifth gate coming to the Walt Disney World Resort. What I think is like the deciding or most important factor for if and when they decided they would build a fifth gate. But before I bring that up, I just want to talk first about the previous video we did where we first introduced even the topic of a fifth gate and how Disney has been cleared, if they want to, over the next decade to put a fifth gate here at the Walt Disney World Resort, as well as possibly like two smaller parks like water parks, like a shopping district, maybe more resort hotels, that type of thing. That just was approved. The development agreement was just approved last Wednesday. So that's why you're starting to see this conversation pop up more and more and more. But I did ask you guys in that video to comment down below what some of your ideas were for a fifth gate, because I'm really having a hard time thinking of one. Not going to lie. We already got a fantasy park. We already got a studios park, kind of. Not so much anymore. Already got an animal park. Already got Epcot, which is like got the future aspect and the country's aspect to it. So I was really like having a hard time. I'm still, even to this point, this moment, having a hard time thinking of a fifth gate. A theme for a fifth gate. But a lot of you guys brought up the idea of like a villains theme park, which could be super cool, like a Disney Villains Kingdom or something. You know, that could be pretty neat. I don't know that they would go the route of a full on all villains theme park. I could be wrong. Maybe they will. I could definitely see though, like the Villains Land probably coming to Magic Kingdom. Hopefully we'll get that announcement soon as part of the Beyond Thunder Mountain redo. But as for like an entire park, I don't know so much about that. Some of you guys in the chat also brought up or in the comment section on that video said Marvel based park. They would run into their issues though. If they did a Marvel based park, they would have to settle something with Universal first, because they can't do Universal IP like that east of the Mississippi. They can build it on the West Coast, not on the East Coast. So could they theoretically pull something off and get those rights back from Universal? Sure. I mean, Disney's pockets are pretty deep, so they could spend the money, I'm sure, and try and get those rights back. But I don't know if a full on Marvel park, maybe. I don't want to say I don't know that would work. Maybe. I think it'd be cool. I don't know that Marvel's in its best place it was, say, 5 or 6 years ago. So there's always that risk. Like, what if Marvel's just not a great IP 10 years from now or something, but you've built and invested a multi-billion-dollar theme park? I don't know. It's not just one land that would have to be redone in the future or something. You're talking about a whole park, although Disney's almost redone whole parks in the past. Ultimately, though, the vibe from a lot of you guys in that comment section of that video was Disney doesn't need to build a fifth gate. They're not ready to build a fifth gate, or they're not even capable at this point of building a fifth gate. You know, they can't maintain. I'm just kind of getting like the gist of what you guys were saying in the comments, which was you guys felt like they can't maintain the 4 parks they've already got now. They're having trouble just maintaining the resort itself. How would they take on a fifth park? They can't take care of what they've got now, which is very true. I agree. Like, you go into the parks, they're probably in some of the roughest condition that they've been in since I've been visiting the parks over the years, especially post-pandemic. As well as on the creative side too. Does Disney even still have the creative? Do they still have the creativity or the creative forces within the company, the creative forces and guidance to create an awesome new fifth gate? I mean, we've seen the struggles in the box office with some of the sketchy or questionable creative decisions, whether it be Star Wars or Marvel or some of the other questionable creative decisions with Galaxy's Edge, not theming that to the original trilogy. Some people say that's kind of an issue. I kind of fall in that category. Like, for me personally, I don't feel like Galaxy's Edge is a massive success. Some people do, but for me, it's very underwhelming. I'm not a big fan of it. It's fine, like, to walk through it every once in a while, but I never think, like, when I'm in Hollywood Studios, like, I gotta go to Galaxy's Edge. You know, the creative issues with even shows on Disney Plus. I finished the Acolyte season 1, episode 3. I was gonna say season 3. I didn't like episode 3. Maybe I'll do a video about that later. But I wasn't a big fan of episode 3. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the Disney Plus shows in general, whether they are the Marvel shows, although I love Loki. But maybe the first season or 2 of Mandalorian was fine. But anyway, do they have the creative ability to even make an awesome fifth park or not? Can they even do that anymore? I don't know. But what I will say is, I think, in my opinion, what's really going to push Disney to either say yay or nay to a fifth gate, ultimately, I think it's going to be Epic Universe. It's Epic Universe, right? Like, they're watching Epic Universe. They want to see, is it a success when it opens? Is it a fail when it opens, or is it just kind of mediocre? I think if it's a success, boom, you're going to get your announcement and you're going to get your fifth gate. And I'll tell you why in a second. But if it's mediocre, if it's a fail, I don't think there would be pressure on Disney to even explore the idea of a fifth gate, and probably just adding some lands and redoing some more, rehabbing some attractions or something would probably suffice, right? But the reason why I think Epic Universe plays such a huge role, and I know a lot of people are like, okay, Captain Obvious, yeah, we know, like, if Epic Universe is a success, probably yes, they're going to want to compete with Epic Universe. I don't so much mean on the competition side, right? Like, I don't mean like they feel like they have to compete with Epic Universe. I think they just are looking at Epic Universe as like, well, if they can build this new modern park, and it's a financial success and it's a big hit for the Universal Resort in general, well, it can, if we build a fifth gate new modern park, it could be or should be an economic success for us as a company, as for the resort in general, bringing folks to the resort. And I just bring that up because Disney has a history of doing that a little bit. And I always think back to like, okay, so before Disney Cruise Line was a thing, there were the Disney sponsored cruises or whatever, like Disney sponsored cruises. And I think that was with Carnival. I can't remember. Not going to lie. I think it was Carnival. Maybe I'm wrong. But, Disney saw how much money they could, Carnival was making, and how much how successful a Disney themed cruise, not sponsored, themed is what I should say, like Disney themed cruise with Carnival. They saw the financials, and they saw the numbers, and they saw, hey, this is something that we could probably do on our own and make a killing at it. And that's what they kind of did. They started Disney Cruise Line, and it has been a massive, massive success for the Walt Disney Company. And you see that in other aspects of Disney too, where like, they'll kind of like partner up with a company, partner up with somebody, kind of wait to see if it's successful or not. And if it is, they'll just take it amongst themselves and do it themselves. And I kind of think like maybe that's what's happening with Epic Universe. Like, why don't they announce a fifth gate today, just to take some of the limelight away from Epic Universe? I don't know, announce a fifth gate, put some artwork out there and steal the limelight, build a preview center. But is it possible that it's because they're just waiting to see, let Epic Universe be the test subject, let them be the tester. Like, what happens? Is it a positive or negative, And sometimes I think maybe that's what's going on. So I will say this: if you are a massive Disney fan, or if you're a Disney fan or just a theme park fan, okay, I consider myself a pretty big Disney fan, right? I got my issues with a lot of the decision making as of late, but I do consider myself a pretty darn big Disney fan, right? And I want to see a fifth gate. I think it'd be awesome. I would love to see another park here another Disney park in my lifetime be built, right? Like, it's been a long time. So you should be rooting for Epic Universe's success. Every day you should be like, please Epic Universe, be successful, be the greatest thing ever. Bring people to Orlando, be a financial success, be a big hit, yada, yada, yada. That's just my opinion. And you'll maybe get your fifth gate. I'm sure that's the bellwether. They're looking to see how Epic Universe is going to perform. And if Epic Universe performs awesome, I think you'll get the fifth gate. But if it's subpar, it's dismal or something, then I think that could maybe delay a fifth gate, or maybe never get the fifth gate. I don't know. I just think like so much of it, because here would be my thing. Like, if Epic Universe opens and it's a failure financially, it doesn't do something's wrong with Epic Universe. What would be their motivation to open another park? I really don't know. Like, why would they, if they're looking at that, like, well, that park is a modern constructed thing and it failed, why do we want to take that risk? You know what I mean? Like, we already have 4 parks. We could just dump money into what we've got, fix what we got. Now, things just making money? Who knows? Maybe that's just a whole nother animal. It's a financial success. Let's copy it. And do it better. Which is what they do. I mean, not only, they didn't just copy if it was Carnival Cruises. Excuse me if I'm totally wrong, because I cannot remember that. But they didn't copy Carnival's quality of cruises. They took the cruise ships to another level. If you've ever been on a Disney cruise ship, comparing Carnival to Disney Cruise Line is not comparable, right? So like, they see that Epic Universe is awesome and financial success. They could then really build something that we've never seen before, which I do think is what we need to see. It needs to be whatever that fifth gate is. It needs to be something. It has to be the largest scale park ever built. It's got to be something that we've never seen before. And when I say like scale, I don't just mean like physical scale. I mean like scale in creativity. It has to be the most ambitious, creative, amazing thing that's ever been constructed. That's just my opinion. It's got to be like, it has to revolutionize theme parks. That's it. Like the fifth gate of Walt Disney World needs to revolutionize theme parks. It's got to be amazing. It's got to be something we've never seen before. And that's a wrap on the video. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. Comment down below. Do you agree that Epic Universe is the big deciding factor for if Disney builds a fifth gate or not? Not because they feel like they have to compete with Epic Universe. Bob Iger said he didn't feel like he had to compete with it. It's that they're just waiting to see how it does. Let them be the test subject and see how it works for them. And if it's successful, then hey, we'll just copy it and do it better, right? Like we'll build it better. I mean, maybe that's just all it comes down to. Maybe Bob Iger may have been lying. He may have been like, no, I'm not concerned about Epic Universe. I'm very interested to see how it's going to perform because it's kind of how we're going to decide what we're going to do moving forward based on its success. Let me know down in the comments. Do you agree with me or do you think I'm wrong? I'm always curious to read what you guys have to say. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. Notifications are on. Thumbs up the video. And I'll see you next time. Take care.